What does authoritarianism look like in school settings? This excellent topic comes from Amaris. Thank you for supporting the Indiegogo. Link in the description if you would also like to support teen book clubs and mentorship. As a childhood studies scholar and an educator myself, this topic is extremely important to me. Schools, of course, are never apolitical spaces. Any curriculum is a determination of what knowledge students should have access to and how they should acquire it. Adults make these determinations for children, usually with very little to no input from the children themselves. In some regards, that's inevitable. Pre-literate children, for example, need to be taught how to read by adults who know how to teach it. The child themselves wouldn't be able to suggest best practices in phonics. Although, if certain methods aren't working for certain children, educators absolutely should listen to their experiences and tailor teaching methods to fit their needs, instead of always brute forcing the standard. But the point stands that the passing on of expertise does carry with it an inherent knowledge and therefore power imbalance. This makes maintaining student autonomy already an uphill battle, even in less authoritarian times. Since autonomy is the enemy of authoritarianism, you know those hard right regimes are going to be fighting in the other direction. Add to all of that the ever-powerful political cudgel of protecting the children. Speaking from my own US context, we are in the midst of what PEN America calls an unprecedented wave of censorship, with nearly 23,000 book bans in public schools within the last 5 years. Authoritarianism can only thrive when knowledge is restricted. Full awareness of the harms that authoritarian regimes cause tend to be a problem for the authoritarian regimes. Of course, that's not how the book bans are framed. They are sold as protecting children from harmful knowledge, as well as parents' rights. Authoritarianism also loves to shore up and isolate patriarchal nuclear family units. But which children are we protecting? Not the ones whose lives are reflected in that harmful knowledge, such as kids of color, kids in poverty, kids who've experienced violence, and/or queer kids. Restriction of knowledge doesn't just take place in curricula. It takes place within the very bodies of young people. Bodies that represent unwanted knowledge under the authoritarian regime are either forcibly assimilated or removed. So you get things like bathroom or sports bans for transgender students, dress code violation punishments for girls, and especially girls of color, higher rates of suspension and expulsion for students of color starting in literal preschool, and now ICE abductions targeting children on their way to and from school, and in some cases on school grounds. So what do we do about all of this? Check out the next short for that discussion.